Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up, execute goals regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the tribe with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the tribe with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap that can lead you astray. Sneering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt or disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. Before we get into today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. We want to take a moment as a family of ours and a loved one to send strength and love to them in high vibrations. They're really important to us. It's our brother Tim Kranz. Tim was impacted by a house fire next door. Although his house didn't catch on fire, the damage from protecting his home became real in the moment. This reminds us of how quickly life can shift. So today we're asking our community to come together. If you can, give. If you can share, then share. If you can send prayers and positive energy, that matters too. If you want to support, visit the GoFundMe, help Kara and Tim recover from house fire. Tim, we're standing with you. You're not alone. Let's take a moment real quick and just give some positive energy wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Just take a moment and send off that high vibration, please, of healing and recovery and protection and restoration. What if life felt heavy right now because you're trying to control everything? What was never meant to be controlled? What if healing isn't about fixing everything, although learning how to move with it? Tonight, we talk about week 7 on our GPS healing journey. Be water, not rigid, not forceful, although flowing becomes what once protected us. You might now be creating pressure. So tonight we ask you, can you let go and still feel safe? And as we move through this conversation, we also are going to step into something deeper. The 12 laws of karma, not as punishment, although as reference. Tonight we explore 6 of them. And on Thursday, we'll do the other 6 to continue. So you can begin to see how what you are focusing on and what you choose and how you respond all connects. Were the ears that were listening where your opinion matters? Go to Eagle. Can you do the deeper meaning, please? Oh, you're muted. Unmute. You're there.
Sorry about that. I got you. A deeper meaning. Water doesn't fight what's in front of it. It moves around it. It adapts without losing itself. It's the difference between survival and healing. In survival, we try to control everything. In healing, we learn to flow. Because everything we experience, we're interacting with in real time. If we tighten up, life feels heavy. If we allow things to move, where your focus goes, your energy follows. So the question becomes, are you resisting what is or learning how to move with it? Because when you really look at it, some people call this karma, not as punishment, although as reflection. What we create, what we repeat, what we choose, it all connects. Let's have a good conversation.
I want to welcome DDH the Bubble. And then there's gentleman right here, Zen Snook. You're muted, my friend. Let me unmute you. I am muted. You muted. Go ahead.
Very, very nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you. I'm friends with Jared. I know Golden Eagle. Sorry, I used your real name. I'm friends with Golden Eagle, so I know him very well, and he's a a good personality to be around. But yeah, I'm looking for the healing journey as well. So I just wanted to show my face on the podcast. So I thought it'd be good. So yeah.
No, I appreciate that.
Good to see you.
Appreciate that.
Good to see you. Yeah, thank you.
And I've known Jared my whole life. So like since almost 3rd grade. So yeah, no, I received that, and that's great. Thank you.
Very well.
I appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you for having me. Genuinely, I appreciate you.
Real happy to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah. I just got out the shower. I forgot that this podcast was happening, and I had to rush. I had to rush hella bad. So
Right now.
Thank you for having me. But
Yeah, anybody who
go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to know the general gist of the, I guess, itinerary of the evening. I just wanted to know what that generally was, and then go from there. I guess.
be like water. Just be like water. No rush, no force.
Yes,
no
ma'am.
rigid. Just straight and allow it. So
Okay, very
good.
cool.
Man. Don't force it. Just let it flow.
Okay.
And anybody who is willing to take a moment and be vulnerable and step with us to heal is family. I mean, you're more than welcome, because that's what it's about. It's a movement. It's about coming together as one to heal.
Which one was this, by the way? Which people's podcast is this currently?
I don't know the question, what you're asking.
Sorry. I'm actually just wondering which number and in chronologically yeah.
Week 7. Week 7.
Okay, week 7. Okay, thank you. I'm just writing it down. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
That's okay. So as we move into the questions, I want to form these questions so that people know that you might hear pieces of what some call the laws of karma, just different ways of understanding how, what, and why we feel the way we do and what we think. You can choose to do with it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, perception's key in everything in life. We all can watch the same movie and have a different outlook on it because we perceive it differently. So hold true to that and stand in that spot with these questions, because however you feel is how you feel, and there's no right or wrong way of feeling. So where in your life are you trying to control instead of flow? And what is that creating for you? Now, this speaks to cause and effect and what we create. Golden Eagle, where are you at in your life, and what are you trying to control instead of allowing it to flow?
You know, honestly, I'm giving it all to the cosmos. I can't say that I'm trying to control anything. I recognize that. I guess the only thing I am in control of is myself, and that's only when I'm on my best behavior. So, so that's the only thing I know and recognize that I am in control of. The rest of it, it's out of my hands. I'll leave that up to the cosmos, you know, to God, to the higher power. Yeah, that ain't for me to control.
How do you feel on cause and effect?
Cause and effect. I mean, it's funny actually. I was just discussing cause and effect with my mom yesterday, and obviously there is a cause and effect to everything. But as far as how things affect us, you know, we have to recognize that most things that affect us in any way, it affects our feelings, and even those we're in control of. You know, and the better we get at controlling our emotions, the better we get at controlling ourselves, and the outcome to every situation. You know, you got to be able to keep your emotions in check, recognize them, identify them. Yeah, and just understand that your emotions aren't you. You know, I mean, they're just a small part of who you are. They're just feelings, man. And I mean, we all have them. But cause and effect, I mean, it's a real thing, that's for sure. You know, but so is free will. You know, and so we can't let the cause, or we can't let the effect. If we are the effect, we can't let our effect be a negative thing. We gotta recognize that there's plenty of causes out there, you know, but the effect, we as long as it's pertaining to us, we're in control of that. Yeah.
Okay. So welcome, SGF Graham.
Peace, how you doing?
Peace.
Oh, well, I don't know where this welcome came from. I'm going to have to get rid of it quicker than I even got it. Like, it is been stuck with me for something. I don't even know why, but nonetheless. So we're talking tonight about being like water and allowing. And we will also align it with the 12 cosmic laws of karma. And we're only doing 6 this time and then 6 on Thursday. And we're letting people see perspective, because like I said beforehand, you can watch a movie and I can watch a movie, or we can both read the same book and get a different perception of it. So the first question is, where in your life are you trying to control instead of flow? And what is that creating for you? And that speaks on cause of effect. SGF Graham.
Intentional action with whatever plans come upon my thoughts.
Okay.
I can't think of everything else is pretty much a flow or whatever, you know, just pretty much my actions towards anything that I'm aiming for as a goal.
Okay. I can receive that. How about you, Zen? Where in your life are you trying to control instead of flow? And what is that creating for you?
Instead of controlling instead of trying to enact control over everything, I've decided to invest myself in a guitar. I think it was the most mature decision I've made in several years, and it's helped me a lot to like maintain sanity and to just play exactly what I am feeling like. So this is definitely this was definitely the greatest choice, I would say, to move my energy into something I can control. So yes,
Mm, mm. I
yes.
like that. I like that. I like that. So for me in my life, what am I trying to control instead of just flow? Just how I react. Like everybody else said, just my response to how I am. We can have different opinions and we can have different perceptions on things and whatnot. If we can find the common ground. So I'm trying to control resolution. I'm trying to resolve a situation in real time as it's happening. And I like to hear both sides of the story before I even come up with an opinion. Because at the end of the day, their intent is probably pure and genuine, just like mine. And just because they see things differently than I do, I'm too close to the situation, doesn't mean that we have to bump heads because we're probably meeting in a middle ground anyhow. So, if anything, I'm trying to control. I'm trying to control how I perceive things in finding the middle ground of both situations in everything I do. Because if you come from pride and ego, then that's not a good place to get a conversation, let alone an action from. So, what does letting go look like for you right now? And what are you afraid might happen if you do that? And this is about humanity and responsibility. Golden Eagle.
Mm. Damn, I guess that's a tough one. I'm, you know, yeah. What does letting go look like to me right now? I think that's kind of part of the whole going with the flow thing, and and just the whole being like water. It's not, but I don't know if it's really letting go, but like I said, just giving it to the cosmos, man, releasing things, not holding on to whether to resentment or any negativity, that's what letting go looks like to me anyway. Just letting things be as they should be naturally. And talking about the water, I think you and I have talked about that once or twice, and that's just another point that I feel like I have to make about water is that the more we become like water, the more unstoppable we are. Water, you can build a dam, but you can't stop the water. It will find a leak. It'll find a way around. It'll rise above. It'll seep down below. It'll work its way through one way or another. And so the more we are like water, the more we'll find ourselves working our ways through whatever issues or whatever things come at us in life, and so because water's unstoppable. You cannot stop water from flowing, so the more we let go and allow the universe to take hold of the things that we are facing, the challenges and just day-to-day life, the more unstoppable we become.
SGF Graham, what does letting go look like for you right now? And what are you afraid might happen if you do? And go ahead.
Letting go of what?
Just in general of things. It's for like humanity and responsibilities. Just allowing.
I'm pretty good at letting go of nouns. The only thing I'm afraid of, I might enjoy it a little too much and let the wrong thing go and don't realize it until I don't let it go or whatever. I quite enjoy it now. So I don't know. Maybe wrong person for the wrong question. But whatever. It can all go.
I receive that.
Yeah, it took a while to get here, but it can all go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not saying that I don't appreciate anything, because that would be an extreme lie. But I'm not finna handicap my journey for things I know are going to be better than. I'm not handicapping my journey for a past. You can't reinvent the past. So
Mm, I can receive that. For me, and then I'm gonna ask Zen, but for me, I can letting go to me right now is not like losing control, because I'm okay with letting go, because I want different in life. I've tried to control everything around me for so long that allowing and just letting go of that ability to control everything is very unfamiliar, very uneasy, yet wanted. I want it so bad that I'm allowing it, and I'm allowing other people to step in the seat of control, of driving, so I can sit in the passenger seat of observing and then letting my guard down and not feeling like I have to protect myself at all costs. Because I still have that awareness now, because when I've grown and I've changed, I still have the awareness of protection. I just don't want to have it up at all the time. I have to remove my armor and allow. And so letting go for me is stop trying to control every single thing and only worry about what you can control, and that is yourself. And I love that for me. That's very unfamiliar, very uneasy, yet I want it. So for me, letting go would be letting go of control of everything and allowing. Zen, for you, what does letting go look like for you right now? And what are you? I'm not afraid of nothing though, just let you know. And what what does letting go look like for you right now? And what are you afraid that might happen if you do?
I'm afraid of letting go of my family because they mean a lot to me. I'm afraid of letting go a lot of like my past mistakes that define me, because I feel like karmic ties happen even for things that happened years ago. Like I still think about things that sort of make me less manly, and I guess it's the gentleman in me that thinks about those things, but like it really drives me to be a better person.
I can appreciate that too. I can appreciate that too. I love how different people have different perspectives of what letting go looks like to them. I like that for you though. Uh, Golden Eagle, do you feel safe when you're not in control, or does your mind pull you back into old patterns? And this is reflecting on growth and the pattern that we're learning to change.
I do now. I think in the past I probably didn't. And not to, I don't know, not to sound like a control freak, but obviously, in fact, honestly, I mean, there's times where in the moment I might not control my tongue. Just that in itself, I'm not in control, and I hate those moments, man. I find myself really hating myself for it. I mean, once it's said, you can't take it back, and I've definitely made that mistake way too many times. So I think that's been my biggest thing, honestly, is just like I've said before, just, the unhealthy manner that I've communicated in the past, especially with those that I love. Knowing that I've hurt those that I love, man, that hurt. It just really hurts me even more, honestly. And so, um, yeah, so I try to remain in control of my tongue. I try and remain in control of myself, and that's the only thing I'm actually afraid of losing control of, because I recognize everything else is beyond my control. And so I just have to stay. It's just like I always hear Kim's voice in my head. I always hear your voice, man. Ever since you said it to me, yeah, just have to stay grounded. Oh, and honestly, man, I hear that so often these days, and it keeps me grounded. It does. By reminding myself, or by you reminding me when I hear your voice, man. Just staying grounded is the key to me maintaining my own self control. It keeps me from being reactive. It keeps me from reacting as opposed to responding. It keeps me controlled and not allowing myself to be triggered by what might be said or what might happen. And so, but that is the one thing that that at this point, that I'm afraid I might not control my tongue properly, and say some shit that I don't mean and hurt somebody. Because truth is, man, I've never really been the kind of guy that intentionally hurts someone. I can't say never, but I definitely never intentionally wanted to hurt anyone I love, and I know I have simply by not controlling my tongue. So
I can receive that. How about you, SGF Graham? Do you feel safe when you're not in control, or does your mind pull you back into old patterns?
Well, I guess it depends on what it is. If it's like a work environment or something, nah, I really don't care. Um, my life, I mean, unless it's God, ain't nobody else gonna control this. So, but every other aspect, like I don't need to control nobody else. I don't need to control nobody plans. I don't need to do none of that. Well, I actually want less control that I need. I mean, than anybody want to give me. So the things that I do want to control, I can focus on them.
I can receive that. How about you, Zen? Do you feel safe when you're not in control, or does your mind pull you back to into old patterns?
My mind pulls me back into old patterns, and I tend to zone out. That's yeah, I tend to zone out and like not really have a lot of understanding of my surroundings, and it's my greatest weakness to like to not know what's going on outside of my body. So yeah.
Okay, okay. You know, let's use my business for instance, and I don't mean just my business. Let's use this platform for instance. I've been doing a lot of it myself for so long, yet I'm too close to it and I've been doing it wrong. Not wrong in the aspect of running it wrong, because it's been running and it's been running for 4 years. It's the aspect of growing. It's not growing in the direction that it needs to grow because I'm doing it alone. Now, if I allow other people in, then I'm afraid that no one loves it like I do, and that it won't be pushed like I would push it, because I'm really consistent on everything. I'm really consistent on everything. I've learned to, though, allow. I've learned to lose control over the fact of controlling it and allowing other people to take over on the decision of how it looks, how it's laid out, and everything. Because at the end of the day, what's meant to be shall be, and no one can stop that. And I'm grateful for the fact that other people are trying to take over and help, not take over and take away. And I used to be like a runner. I used to, when situations were uncomfortable and uneasy, instead of really dealing with it, I went and found safety. I didn't close up and clam down and whatnot. Shutting down was never my thing. I always talked to resolve. It's just that I would leave something if I felt unsafe. Being in an unsafe situation allowed me to look within inside myself to realize why I keep repeating this unsafe situation. Why do I keep attracting this unsafe situation? And it's within self. And once I start removing the ideal of what's causing me to feel unsafe and trusting what's meant to be shall be, I'm allowing myself to be in a vulnerable, safe space of not trying to control everything. And I'm trusting that. That's new. And I'm doing it in real time, and I love that for me. So, have you ever noticed certain situations repeating in your life? See, I didn't even read that. Have you ever noticed certain situations repeating in your life until you respond differently? And this goes on the idea of the cycle of change and connection. Golden Eagle.
yeah, definitely. More than one. I'll just go with the main one, and that is failed relationships. Yeah, and obviously, like I said before, I could talk about whatever it was that created unhappiness or unease in the relationship, but the fact is, man, what I did repeat was my own unhealthy actions, my own unhealthy communication or actions, because a lot of times I responded with an unhealthy action by going out and doing something I probably should have been doing.
I
So
can
yeah,
receive.
I found myself repeating the same things in more than one relationship. That's for sure. That's yeah.
How about you, Zen? Have you noticed certain situations repeating in your life until you respond differently?
Yes, frequently with friends and family, and it's the most disturbing aspect of relationships to me is the carrying over of standards, the carrying over of boundaries. It's mainly a mutual carrying over. Like you wouldn't treat a woman badly because you wouldn't treat your mom badly. That kind of mentality. Um,
Mm.
it's definitely something that needs to be applied to the younger generation and to myself because the most recent generations and like my generation just has this really big tinge of disrespect and like uh really bad rap, honestly. But it's yeah, it's mainly me self-projecting on on that respect.
I can receive that. How about you, SGF Graham? Have you noticed certain situations repeating in your life until you responded differently?
Yeah, until I applied the old neuroplasticity stuff. Well, I mean, before then, I noticed things were changing with way more effort than I needed to put into it to make it change. But I was still, adamant on making changes. But yeah, I kept seeing things no matter how I called myself changing what was going on or doing something completely different. The same type of similar situation will pop up and everything, and I'll be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, I can receive that. So yeah, I've noticed certain situations repeating itself in life constantly, and I know now what to do differently, and I know now how to stop allowing and or stop having it happen. It's almost like manifestation. You constantly want something, want something, but you put it to the aspect of needing it when you're needing it so much that you're not allowing it to come. You're not allowing it to be. You can think of it, you can still manifest it, you can still fruish it, but your intent has to be on allowing it instead of forcing. It can't be a need. It can't be I gotta have this now or else, because at the end of the day, what's given to you is given to you at the right time for the right reasons when you can handle it and when you do need it. And I had to learn that. And I had to also learn that mirroring it is serious. I tend to, when I started seeing patterns of repeated behavior in different people within my circle, I had to start looking within inside myself to find out why I still am attracting that type of pattern in person and behavior. And then I had to go from within. I had to look at what I was doing within me. And once I started changing how I approach things and how I handled things and just allowed things to happen, it started flowing easily. It started flowing effortlessly, naturally. So, where is your focus right now, Golden Eagle, and how is it shaping what you're experiencing? And this has to do with being present in your moment.
Yeah, my focus right now is just that, actually, like just being present in my moment and being more conscious of myself. Like I just said a minute ago, I'm focused on staying grounded, man, staying in tune with myself, really, not not turning into that helium balloon, and yeah, just staying grounded, staying focused on where I'm at right now, how I'm feeling, what's yeah, trying to stay in tune with myself, really.
Okay. Okay. SGF Graham, where is your focus right now and how is it shaping what you're experiencing?
My focus is making things that I want happen, and it is happening. It's not hard at all, but it's happening. Um, I'm being in control rather than letting it happen. Whatever, like grace is gonna happen no matter what I do, but manifestation is what you create, and we've been given the power to create, so I'm creating.
Okay, okay. How about you, Zen? Where's your focus right now and how is it shaping what you're experiencing?
My focus has been mainly on this guitar in the past couple of days since I got it, and it's been the best thing for my mental health. I mean, I just really, really care about it, and I want it to uplift me into a better place in life. So yeah.
Okay, okay. My focus right now is gratitude, being grateful for things, everything around me, showing just such gratitude for the things that I've been through, gratitude for the things that happened for me, gratitude to the people that are in my life and the people that are no longer in my life and the people that will be leaving my life because I can't control that. I'm just grateful for who I am today and I'm showing gratitude. I'm gratitude. That's my main focus right now is just showing thanks and giving thanks to the most high, to everything. Go ahead.
I just wanted to, because I didn't really address the second part of that question, but in the process of me staying focused and identifying with how I'm feeling and staying in tune with myself, but mostly just staying grounded. The way it's shaping my life is allowing me to build. Well, it's allowing me to practice healthier communication and build better, stronger relationships with those that I do interact with. So that's that was just kind of as we went through it, I realized I kind of skipped out on that second half there, but it's doing those things that have definitely helped me. I mean, like the relationship I have with my mother, it's a perfect example. Our communication has gotten so much better. Um, and again, we in the process, and not just her, but everyone I interact with. I see it building a stronger, more loving, respectful relationship. And so my children, anybody I communicate with, just by me staying grounded and staying in tune with myself. So that's how it's shaping. Doing those practices. That's how it's kind of shaping what I'm creating.
I love that for you. SGF Graham, who are you becoming through the choices that you're making to on a daily basis, even in the small moments? And this speaks on patience and the significance of what we do.
I think I missed the question. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm come to you. Go ahead, SGF Graham.
Um, hmm, I don't like long drawn out things, so I'm gonna say something that I done said before. The motherfucking man. But not in no arrogant way.
Definitely.
Where like very confident. I don't care how nobody feel about it, but I know where I stand and I know what my morals are, and I know that I have a mission, a journey to complete. So even though I plan on being the man, I also plan to complete the journey at hand. So
Okay. Okay, Zen, the question was who are you becoming through the choices that you're making daily, even in the small moments? And it speaks on patience and the significance of what we do.
Remaining faithful in Jesus Christ with all things. That's honestly the only way I've remained sane. It's just thinking that Jesus Christ will save me in the end.
Okay, I can receive that. How about you, Golden Eagle? Who are you becoming through the choices that you're making daily, even in the small moments? Nope, you're muted, and I don't know why. Go
I'm
ahead.
becoming myself. Yeah, I'm becoming more of me, a better me, really, so yeah, I think I'm still in that process of reaching my full potential, and I'm on my way there. Wouldn't become there if I wasn't practicing the things that I am practicing. And it definitely speaks through patience, because I got to be patient with myself and others, just in order for those things to, you got to be patient with water to let it flow in its own direction. So I got to be patient with myself too.
For me, I'm becoming beautiful inside and outward. And that's what my heart sees. I'm becoming everything that I thought I could be, everything that I wanted to be, and everything that shall be. I'm coming aligned with what the universe has for me, of walking in my purpose. And I love that. I love that in real time, in real moments. I love the fact that I can see things instead of this second. I can see beyond that. And I can still have that grace and that control over what I do and how I speak and how I carry myself. I had a situation real quick that I'd like to touch base on to show the example of. My grandson felt some type of way and took it out on me because I was the closest target to what he really wanted to take it out on. And I did not bug him. I did not reach out to him. I did not force him. I put a message saying, I'm here whenever you need me. And I allowed it to be. And all of a sudden, Bloom, out of the blue, he texted me. It was almost 2 months. He texted me later and he was like, hey, and I never once went back and told him, you shouldn't have done this and this happened, because I'm not living within my ego. I didn't have a fit reason to tell him what I felt about his decisions. Instead, I sat within myself and I realized them are his decisions. Them are his lessons he must learn. We beat ourselves up way more than anybody ever could within ourselves. So why do I need somebody else to condemn me and tell me what I did wrong when I already know within myself that I'm learning and growing, because he's only 12. So I just picked up the moment as if it never even happened, and I'm not going to beat him up over it, because at the end of the day, that's how he learns and grows. And I love everything about that, and I love the fact that I can do that. I don't have to prove myself to anyone, and I don't have to get someone else's reassurance or some kind of outward gratitude of others to know who I am within myself. And I love that for me. I love that. I love that I'm able to do that without your pride and your ego getting the best of me. Because I don't have to win every war, and every situation doesn't have to be a war. So I just wanted to say that real quick. Amen. Golden Eagle, can you do the reflection?
Yeah. Flow isn't giving up. It's trusting yourself enough to move differently. It's knowing you don't need to control everything to be okay. Even when things shift, you can remain grounded within yourself, because peace isn't in control. It's in alignment.
SGF Graham, what's a message that we could pass on to people that are tuning in that really just need a little assistance without being told what to do? SGF Graham?
I don't know. I thought it's not. Repeat the question.
What's a message we can leave with people that will give them a little bit of assistance without telling them what they should do?
I ain't got nothing but scriptures for my response. I can't think of nothing else.
That's okay.
John 15:7. Um, abide in me and let my word abide in you, and on whatever you ask, you shall receive.
Amen.
I like that.
Love
Amen.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
So
sometimes
then,
scripture. That's the best way to go sometimes, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
I
so
appreciate it.
what's a message you can give to people without telling them what they do? Just give them a little
With
assistance of how to be a
with
better
faith
them.
the size of mustard seeds, one will move mountains.
Mm, okay. Do you know the rest of that?
I don't know the rest of it, sadly. I only know the beginning part of that.
SGF Graham, what's the rest?
For if they tell you that heaven and hell is above you, tell them that the birds are already there for they fly nest above your head. Or if they tell you that heaven and hell is beneath your feet, tell them that the fish are already there for they swim beneath your feet. For heaven and hell is a faith inside your heart, the size of a mustard seed. That's where it begins. Not saying that it's not real. I'm saying that's where it begins or whatever. And whole nother conversation, and when that time comes, you will see.
Mm.
Thank you. Golden Eagle. What is something that you can leave with somebody for a little assistance without forcing or telling them how to be?
I mean, if you want things to be, if you want change, you got to start with yourself. Can't force that either, but yeah, you want change, you want to see change, you got to start with yourself because that's really the only thing you can change.
Michael Jackson said it best when he said, the man in the mirror. Because at the end of the day, we cannot blame nobody else for the visions that we see within that mirror.
Right.
You don't like how the mirror looks, then change the reflection within self so you can change the reflection outwardly. It starts with moments, little moments, one day at a time, patience, consent, what is it? Consistency, grace, and to have that want. It's all about your intent. What's your intention? If your intention is pure and genuine, and you want different in life, you will become the difference that you see. But it starts with self first. So go listen to the man in the mirror, and not because you're hearing the song. Go listen to the words, because Michael Jackson knew what he was talking about in that song, for real, for real.
No doubt.
That's just my opinion. All right. So I'm going to get into the bridge for what Thursdays is. Before we close, it's one thing to say you're learning how to flow. Although what happens when life doesn't meet you in the peaceful moment, when something feels familiar and pulls you to who you used to be, pay attention. Pay attention over it in the next couple of days, because Thursday we're going to talk about stepping into the real question: who are you becoming when you get tested? Because we will be tested. There's just no way around it. You can't ask for something for the universe or the Most High and not be able to receive it. So you will be tested to see if you're ready for it. You'll be tested to see how diligent you are. SGF Graham, if you have an inner voice right now, that inner consciousness of Christ said to you, go check the door, and there's no knocking, will you go check the door?
Yeah, I might be a little aggressive with it, but if I feel like that's where it came from, I'm gonna do it. I'm not in control of everything or whatever. Ain't nothing gonna tell me that. Well, I ain't gonna tell them what to do, but I don't. It ain't, God ain't gonna set me up for failure or whatever, and if it's from something else, I'm pretty sure me and my ever growing relationship with God ain't gonna He ain't gonna let me slip up like that. And plus, I'm always coming to the door with something, so they better be faster than me.
Mm.
Well, I got two swords, just like in the Bible too. So
Zen, pick that back up. I want to hear what you do, because at the end of the day, we're all about watering, and a lot of
Oh,
our
thank
people
you.
on this platform are artists.
I just started picking up guitar, so
That's okay.
as for my self promotion idea here, I have about 10 seconds I'd like to add. So basically, I have a YouTube channel that I post covers on that I would like to get traction. I posted a creep cover today, actually. So I just wanted to get those things to get a little bit more traction, as I do have a passion for music and I really love creating music. That's why I named her Charlotte. But yeah,
Mm.
this is Charlotte, like Charlotte's Web, and the guitar strings are like the web. So I gotta do a lot of work. But yeah, thank you very much for listening, and thank you for your time as well.
Also, we have a group page called Twisted Radio. Anything for your YouTube, go
Thank
put that
you.
on.
Thank you.
Go put that on there, and it's all about watering and helping each other grow. At the end of the day, you got to start from somewhere, and I promise you, we've all started in the shower. No, we think nobody's listening. So let me hear something real quick.
Well, I don't have my amp on me because I'm at a hotel, but I would normally have my amp and just start playing like randomly, but I have the first chords for this song called Ritual by Ghost. It's a really good song. But yeah, that's basically the beginning. It starts strumming off like ding, 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 ding. But yeah, basically I'm trying to learn the first strums of that chord, and it's really difficult. This instrument is very hard to use because there's different frets. There's fret 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frets, and there are these metal bars on the top. But basically, yeah, I don't know a lot about the instrument. I really need to learn more. So I will definitely look into that Twisted Radio page after this podcast. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So, positive message for the night. Love yourself and don't look outward and blame others for how your life is. Start changing it. You created it. You write it. You're the instructor of it. You're the director of it. It was given to you, but you are the one that's walking in the shoes of it, in the path of it. So we are the ears that will listen it, and where your opinion matters. Don't just be different, become the difference. Until next time. And thank you for taking time out of your day to come heal with us. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations, filled with peace and love. Ashe. Peace, everyone. Peace, peace.
Peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you.
peace, peace.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. With our hearts uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. What them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recovered. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard.